For today's video, we're doing something a little different. A couple weeks ago, I attended Brickworld Chicago, and if you've never been to Brickworld before, I highly recommend it. Between 100,000 incredible LEGO creations made by LEGO enthusiasts all around the world, to meeting a bunch of amazing and new people within the community, it's the best place for a LEGO fan. And while I was at the convention, I had the pleasure of leading an activity in which I got to teach attendees how to build custom LEGO Botanicals and how I go about my process of building them myself. So this video today is a recorded version of one of those sessions. Enjoy.
All right, hopefully everybody's in the right room. If you can't tell by the front up here, welcome to Bricks in Bloom. We're going to learn how to build custom LEGO Botanicals today, and then also get insight on how I build my own, which is like some of the ones you see right here. If you haven't already been down to the convention hall, you'll see these and a whole bunch of others. If not, you can always check afterward too. So let's get started. And if I seem tired, forgive me, because I was in this room last night getting my butt kicked by 13-year-olds in Mario Kart. So who's this guy dressed as Fancy Ketchup, and why you got to listen to me with what I'm doing? So my name's Tanner, also known as Red Suit Studs in the LEGO community. I've been doing LEGO since I was old enough to chew on a Duplo brick. And these are less than, I'd say, a third of all the botanicals that I've made in the past 3 or so years. The botanical chapter of my journey with LEGO kind of started a few years ago when my mom and I had the bright idea to organize every single LEGO piece we've ever owned in our childhood home. And it took some time, obviously, but it was kind of a way for us to get a little bit more organized so that I could kind of get back to doing what I love, which is free building. No instructions, just an idea and some pieces. And once we finally did get organized, one of the first things that kind of spawned from that was I started just building a flower out of nowhere. And unfortunately, I don't have a photo of that specific one to show you how far my skill has progressed, because A, it was a long time ago, and B, it's really bad, so I don't want anybody to see it. But that's kind of the thing with LEGO, is that it's almost like a language. After you kind of practice with it for a long amount of time, you learn new words, you can then form different sentences, and then you can become fluent in it. And I'm not saying that what I have up here is better than anything anybody else has in that room, because there's some amazing stuff in there. But once you do it for a long enough time, you kind of see things differently, and you're able to just kind of pick up on it a little bit quicker. So that is what we're going to learn today. I also have a little pop quiz today, so hopefully you guys all studied. So I'm just going to show some images of LEGO pieces here. So if I were to put this up, we would say, fantastic. So we're going to do a little preschool word association here. Mm-hmm. 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 You guys are good. Close. I had a kid yesterday. He goes, 3x3 round tile. I go, that's a good man right there. There we go. Sorry, guys, you failed. So try again next year. I'll see if I can run this again next year. Just kidding. The thing with all these pieces is that they're actually plant pieces. I don't know what you guys were thinking with all the names you came up with there. You can see brick separators, hearts, propellers, minifigs, all of that. With the right application, you can turn it into flowers. And there are two things that are very important to that equation to make it into what it is, and that is color and shape. So we're going to talk about that with a few examples here. So first thing is this Ninjago spinner here. It's black and white. It has weird skull and diamond and heart markings on it. It was really only created for the functionality of spinning. Or this gray propeller. This was made in just gray, and it was 28 years ago, so it's actually older than me, and it hasn't been used in a set since 2005. And then this BB-8 droid here, can't really turn that into a flower. But if we just take a little bit of different perspective here, let's look at the spinner from the front, and we put that BB-8 piece in yellow in the middle. Or you do a little bit of research on something like Bricklink, and you can find out that that propeller actually came in different colors, including red. And also with the BB-8 droid piece, it comes in purple. So you can put it on a vine and turn it into grapes. So that is all nice and dandy, but I'm not done yet. Let's take the opposite approach, because in this case, some of these shapes might yield themselves to a flower, but the colors and patterns aren't the best. But let's say that you don't even have a good shape to go with. So starting off with a car wash roller, same thing as kind of the spinner. There isn't really much application there, or a ship wheel, or a banana. All pieces where the shape is not exactly ideal, but let's take our example from the last one and just change the color up a little bit, change it to blue, and you have some kind of blooming cattail that probably isn't even a real flower. I have no idea. It doesn't really even look like one. But with you add the color to it, similar with this fern here, you put some green in there, and then you add some extra greenery on the handlebars of the ship wheel, or then you also change the banana to be red, and it looks like it's kind of a peeling petal backwards. So the lesson with these examples here is that if you have a good shape, add some color, and if you have a bad shape, add some color. And I feel like the reason I'm so passionate about this mode of building and this thesis I've come up with is that after 20 years of collecting LEGO Star Wars stuff, I think it's my brain's way of trying to break free of gray circles and triangles and squares. Exactly. And I mean, that's the whole point of why LEGO exists, is to be creative with what you have. So even if you don't have the proper pieces don't present themselves to you, that's okay. You can color outside of the lines with what's possible. For example, there are plenty of different surfboard pieces that come in a lot of different colors that are great for flowers, but they also come with sharks printed on them. So why not make a shark flower? Or also, when LEGO released the bouquet of roses a couple years ago, one of the petal pieces that they used was actually also used for one of the Spider-Man buildable figures. So we're going to build a Spider-Man flower and then make a Spider-Man bouquet. So the thing about this is that the possibilities of what you can do with these pieces are endless. It's just up to you to have the eye and look for those things and find them. So I hope you enjoyed hearing my process on how I build my custom LEGO Botanicals. I've been meaning to make a video about it for a while, but I haven't really been sure of how to go about it since it's very different from my usual content. So give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more LEGO Botanical content. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.